Hello everyone, this is MidianASMR and welcome to my channel. This one is the 100 plus subs special, so thank you all for your support. And this one is actually very long, so yeah, can't wait for you to listen. Enjoy! You're laying on the couch. It had been a few weeks after the incident where Bakugou was turned into a small child. You still think about what he said about you being a good mother. You haven't yet had your monthly. Thinking it was late, you didn't pay any mind, till a week later became 2 months late. Of course, you didn't tell Bakugou this, knowing he would freak out, thinking you had some kind of illness, and attempt to physically kill it. You decide it's time to go to the doctor's while Bakugou went out with his friends. You enter the office, knowing he was too busy to know where you were or ask questions. 30 minutes later, looking at your phone every once in a while, you see none other than Recovery Girl. You are rather shocked to see her until you realize it is the weekend, so she wouldn't be working at the school. You speak for a few minutes about life and she takes you to the back to one of the rooms. Well, sweetheart, why are you here today? My you-know-what never came, and I feel rather nauseous in the mornings. She gives you a look and makes you sit down before she leaves the room. Bakugou is with Kirishima and the rest of the gang from y'all's school days. Kirishima had noticed Bakugou was rather off. He wraps an arm around his best friend. Hey, Bakugou bro. Why are you so deep in thought today? Anything wrong? Listener, she's been acting rather off. She's acting more of a dumbass than normal. Kirishima hums and rubs his chin, thinking about what Bakugou said. What kind of weird? She's been sick almost every morning. What? What if she has like some type of disease? Cancer? What? Of course not, shitty hair. She would have told me if that was the case. He grumbles as he looks to Kirishima, almost glaring. Would she? Bakugou's eyes widen as he looks down, thinking about what Kirishima had just said. He yells out angrily and grabs the group and forces them to follow him. He pulls out his phone and starts sending a text to you. You had just gotten done from having your blood work and other stuff done. The last thing Recovery Girl made you take was a pregnancy test. It's set to the side as you wait to see what it says. You hear a soft ding come from your phone. You look to see who is messaging you, and you are met by your lovely boyfriend using all caps. Your eyes widen as you read the text. Where the hell are you, you dumbass? Don't make me use Deku to track your ass. You gulp as you softly send a text. Slowly, very, very slowly, wanting to tell him the truth, but not everything. You start slowly typing, trying to make sure you don't say anything that would give you away. Babe, I'm at home. Not feeling too well at the moment. Bakugou growls as he looks at Deku shoving his own phone into his hands. Use your fucking tracker skills to find her! He yells loudly in Izuku's face. Izuku sighs and opens the messages, using your location to start the tracker. She's at the downtown hospital, he says. Bakugou's eyes widen as he breaks into a sprint after taking back his phone from Deku. The rest of them quickly follow him, of course, starting to lag behind. Deku uses his quirk to keep up with Bakugou, the rest of them falling farther and farther back. I swear to God when I get my hands on that woman, he growls, more as Deku quickly makes their way to the hospital. You look over the pregnancy test. Now you see the 2 lines, meaning you're positive. Your eyes widen slightly as now you have no idea how to tell your hot-headed boyfriend. A male doctor that you've known for a very long time walks in and hands you a small bag to put the test in. You slip the test into the bag as you also slip it into your pocket. You look up at the doctor as he continues to recommend you things for the nausea. Also talking about your blood tests and other things you need to know. You take mental note of anything he says, listening closely. He touches your knee, patting it gently, saying he thinks you're going to be an amazing mother. Due to your kindness and your hero work, you smile, thanking him, and you both soon hear what sounds like explosions. The room shakes a little bit. Bakugou storms into the hospital, slamming his hands against the desk in front of the receptionist.
"Where is my fucking girlfriend?"
he yells. The woman starts to slightly tremble, seeing the very angry ash blonde, knowing this was the explosive hero. Her voice trembles and trails off slightly as she asks, Who is your girlfriend?
Listener!
She yelps as she starts turning to her computer, quickly typing in your name. She finds the room number and quickly tells him. He growls as he proceeds to speed walk down the hallway, his hands setting off small explosions. Deku soon enters the hospital and quickly follows the blonde, not wanting him to walk into something that he may end up killing someone. Bakugou storms into the room, seeing the doctor's hand on your knee. His face turns into a scowl as he grabs the doctor, slamming him into the wall. His other hand starts to spark. Deku's eyes widen. You quickly get up, grabbing your boyfriend's arms. Babe, what the heck are you doing?
He was touching you!
As he says that, his hands start to spark more. His eyes on the doctor as Deku quickly grabs him, pulling him away from the doctor. Bakugou tries to hit Deku with his quirk. You see a sink and you use your water quirk, putting cold water on Bakugou's hands, causing his pores to close and less sweat to come out. His eyes widen as you do so. He slowly turns to you. Babe, this doctor happens to be an old friend of mine. Besides Recovery Girl, and he has a boyfriend. Bakugou's eyes widen. The room ends up going completely silent as you give Deku a look. Deku makes Bakugou sit down in one of the chairs. You sit down on the one beside him. The doctor sits across from the both of you, and Deku decides to just stand.
Well, Mr. Bakugou,
the doctor began,
I understand your frustration and what you walked in on. If she was my boyfriend and this were you, I would have been the same way, but we have other matters, he stutters slightly, we need to attend to. So please hold in any anger you have until the end when you leave the building. Bakugou lets out a loud grumble, nodding to the doctor. The doctor begins to speak about your blood pressure and ways to keep it from getting too high or too low. He avoids the topic of your pregnancy, him clearly wanting you to tell Bakugou yourself. You mentally thank him as Bakugou starts to get rather annoyed at what's happening. He grumbles and asks, Well, is that all? The only reason she is sick is blood pressure?
The doctor shakes his head no and looks to the blonde.
No, that is not the only reason, but I think you should both talk about that alone.
The doctor stands up and leaves the room. Izuku looks at the both of you and sighs.
Kachan, you better not do anything stupid.
He leaves the room along with the doctor, and Bakugou looks at you. As you start to stand, he grabs your wrists and pins you against the wall. You gulp slightly as you look into his eyes.
Idiot, you better have a good fucking reason, and you better tell me what the fuck is going on.
He hides his face into your neck, his warm breath tickling it slightly. You turn a light red as he does this. You had me worried, asshole. He gently inhales, taking in your scent. He sighs softly as you gently get out of his grip, his hands now against the wall to either side of you. You slowly slide one of your hands into the pocket, slowly pulling on the baggie, pulling it out of your pocket. He gives a confused look until you pull out the pregnancy test, showing it to him. He gently takes it into one of his hands and sees the 2 lines. Everything goes quiet. The tension builds every moment he doesn't say anything. Is this a joke? He manages to spit out. You can hear his voice waver, almost trembling. That's my kid. You glare slightly as you push on his chest. Of course, he does not move in the slightest. Of course it's your kid. Damn. You think I'm a joker and now unfaithful? How rude. You say this in a funny voice to ease some of the tension. A big smirk forms on his face as his eyes tear up slightly. He tilts your chin up slightly and gives you a deep, tender kiss. You wrap your arms around his neck, kissing him back just as deeply. You both soon part lips, and you don't make eye contact, your cheeks a light red. So, you're not mad? Why the fuck would I be mad? I'm going to be the most badass dad ever. He picks you up in his arms, his hands on your waist. He raises you up and kisses your stomach softly, and then starts carrying you bridal style. He walks out of the room and heads to the receptionist. Deku sees that Bakugou is practically glowing with happiness. He quickly follows after the both of you. You pay for the doctor's visit, Bakugou not letting go of you. The receptionist giggles at his change of mood. She gives you a look and you nod with a snicker. Well, see you both in the next coming months, she says. You and her both laugh as you step outside. You, Bakugou, and Izuku see the rest of y'all's old classmates. They see Bakugou's happy face and their eyes widen. You pull out a pregnancy test to show them. Kirishima yells, I'm gonna be an uncle! You snort as Bakugou chuckles, keeping you held close to him. You all start talking and walk to a restaurant to celebrate. Deku telling you all kinds of things you could do with the baby, if either boy or girl, wondering about their quirk, mumbling nonstop. Hello everyone, this is you know who. So 100 plus subs. Yay. I'm actually rather terrified that you all like my voice. But thank you for all your support, and I don't really know what else to say. Oh, the live stream will happen at a later date because I need to find a place and time where it's very quiet. I was barely able to record this video without any interruptions. You know, when your cousin comes over and starts shooting a loud gun in the backyard. Not the funnest thing. Anyways, thank you all for listening and have an amazing day.